in 25 years, I probably have napped 25 years. Like Sleeping Beauty.
Mm-hmm. You would think, read the headline one more time. Let me just absorb it.
Napping too much could lead to early death, a new study finds.
I wonder why that is, because you would think, like people always tell you, get your beauty rest, make sure you get 8 hours of sleep at night so that your brain is working properly in the morning.
Wait till you hear. It is even more tailored towards me. Those who nap more on average have a greater risk of developing high blood pressure and stroke, according to a new analyst published Monday in the hypertension category of the American Heart Association Journal. That's me. I have hypertension. I'm on a daily pill, y'all, for the last 3 years.
Okay.
And I'm like, what?
I'm not sure that's because of your naps, but...
What? You're going against the American Heart Association Journal?
I just don't understand the correlation, because if you have high blood pressure, typically you're like too wound tight to nap.
A lot of times you're tired, though, and you do nap, especially if you take that pill. Hypertension puts you at a risk for heart disease and stroke, which are the leading causes of death in the U.S. So, the researchers looked at sleep habits and medical histories of some 360,000 people. That's a ton of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Okay. Now, granted, it was in the UK, but they found that participants who took naps on most days saw a 24% increase in their likelihood of stroke.
Wow.
And were 12% more likely to be diagnosed with hypertension over time.
Okay, so follow me for a second. This is going to sound crazy. But did we ever think to maybe start eating better to lower our cholesterol so that we didn't have to be on the pill, thus the naps wouldn't affect us in a negative fashion?
Yes, but let me take you back to a conversation I had with my doctor years ago. High blood pressure. Took it again. High blood pressure. There's something called white coat.
Yeah, you're a fear of the actual being at the doctor.
Right,
yeah.
right. And then I knew I wanted my number to get down, so I'm sitting there as the cuff is being pressed up. So he goes, it's not working, Maney. We have two options. I go, what are my options? He goes, you can either knock out beer, alcohol, wings, salty food. And I go, and my other option? He goes, you could get on a daily pill, but you're a little young for it. I go, write me up the pill. What are we talking here? You kidding me?
That's what I said. This might be crazy, but do we ever think maybe to cut the alcohol and salty foods?
So people who nap, it's even more worrisome in those ages 60 and under, as napping most days led to a 20% higher chance of developing high blood pressure.
This is so you.
This article should have said, hey, Steve Maney, I got one for you. My doctor says that the high blood pressure is hereditary, and my dad has it. My mom has it.
Too.
When I did my virtual visit with my dad the other day after he had a health scare, he's on 3 different blood pressure pills. I'm like, what? So I said to the doctor, I go, can't we just get him on one? He goes, no, we can't just take him off any. There's a reason why.
Right. He's on different ones for different reasons, I'm sure.
All right, so no more naps. I'm going to take a second job so I can stay awake during the afternoon, because that's why I fall asleep. I go home, I eat, and I'm like, all right, let me just catch up on DVR.
I don't know that not taking the nap is the better option, though. Like, what? I'd like to see the health precautions for the people who don't take naps, because then they're going to die and they're cranky.